Good day. I hope that you're keeping well. April 13th, 2026, and we are now into the second quarter of the year. I hope that you've kept up with your New Year's resolutions, but even if you haven't, it's all good, because at the end of the day, it's just about consistency. And I'll give my example. Like I said, I was going to read the Bible in the year, and quite frankly, there's been days where I have not even kept up with the plan, but then there have been other days where to make up for the lost time. So think of it in that sense. Whatever you are unable to do on one day, you can always make up for lost time. And speaking of my Bible, my goal of completing the Bible in the year. So I'm gonna wait for the siren to pass. All right, it's gone. Speaking of reading the Bible in a year, it's been a great journey so far. It's been uplifting. It's been challenging. It's been humbling, because the word is like a mirror, and as you look into it, it exposes you. It exposes your faults. It exposes what's in your heart, and brings you to the realization, if you accept it in faith, that is why I need Jesus Christ in my life. And the more I get into the word, the more I understand I need Jesus Christ in my life. And I'm a father of two young boys, and I'll be quite frank and honest. The kids expose the worst character traits in me, and that in itself is quite unfortunate, but at the same time, it's a reminder of how I need to approach my parenting, how I need to continue to develop as a man. And it's just a good check. It's a good check to make sure that I don't do things out of line. God's always bringing me back whenever I inadvertently get out of line. And so that's the good thing about the word. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing, especially during times of trial, times of difficulty like I've endured in the last month. And I'm telling you, like, one thing after another was occurring. But just trusting and believing that the God of the Bible, who speaks of his love and grace towards us, is the same God who will take us through the challenges, who's actually with us in our challenges. But the question is, are we focusing more on the challenge more than the God? Because if so, that's when the posture of our heart will be bent away from considering those truths and living in accordance to them towards what we want. And I mean, God gives us free will to do what we want, but at the end of the day, it's not the best of what he has to offer. So whatever you're going through, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you be blessed. I hope that things will turn around for good. And highly encourage. A lot of people say, oh yeah, the Bible is fake. It's just some fake fictional accounts, whatever. My recommendation is to read it for yourself and understand who the character of Jesus is in the text. Who is he to you? Who do you say he is? Because Jesus asked that question to Peter. He didn't care what other people thought. He asked a personal question to an individual. Who do you say that I am? And I believe that until you ask yourself that question personally, not based on other people's opinions, not even based on my opinion, until you ask yourself that question, until you have decided in your heart that you want to partake in this venture of knowing him personally, then the Bible is going to be a foolish text with no value. But anyhow, those are my thoughts. That's what's on my heart. Be blessed. Peace.